Ready or not, here I come by your side. I'm gonna list that house and find your next property. All right, everyone, let's talk a bit about skip tracing and tools of which you can use within your KV Core dashboard and your Conversion Plus dashboard, and also outside tools of which you can use to further go down that rabbit hole if you want to try to find some matching information for phone numbers, possibly email addresses, and names. So I'm going to try to show you how to piece some of this together and utilize the sources within and without, so it might help you locate people. So the first thing I'm going to do is on K Plus here, I brought up a contact, and in KV Core, I brought up a contact. Now, it's important to note when you're looking at the contacts, generally we run a data validation when these land in the system. Now on KV Core, you're going to see the data validation amongst the very first notes of which came in the system. And it's the same thing on Conversion Plus. So on this particular contact in KV Core, I'm just going to scroll down until I see my data validation information, which might be a little way back there. So we can see here, December 6th, data validation run, that validation was run, and the quality came back excellent on the email. And then they changed the name automatically from my name to my mother's because I put in her information when I added this test account. But basically, you can see this information here. And sometimes if the email address of which they sign up with has privacy settings to where you can search them online and they're searchable online, you may find additional methods of contact within these notes that may connect to Facebook, LinkedIn, Google, what have you. So another prime example of this is on K+. This is a really good example. So on Justin Brennan here, if we look at his notes as a lead and we scroll down to the bottom for the data validation, you see there's all sorts of amazing goodness here when it comes to contact. So it's saying that the name Justin Brennan, one at Hotmail, is also associated with this website, with this Twitter, Vimeo, Flickr, Facebook, Foursquare, LinkedIn, and About Me profile. So if I wanted to perhaps check out this person on Facebook, maybe reach out via Messenger, if all of my other resources have been kind of, little like, they're not responding to email or text, let's try a different method. You could utilize this information and click this Facebook link. A new tab will open up and take us right to his profile. Now, another neat thing here is if we're looking at any lead, whether it's KV Core or K+, if I go to the Overview tab on K+, and on KV Core, if we just look over here to the right, there is this More Actions where we can say, well, actually, you know what? Maybe we can try to find them on Facebook, Google, LinkedIn, People, or Spokeo. These are all tools and connections of which are built into your dashboards. And on the K+ side, if we go to their Overview tab, we can actually click on this, what would you like to do? And it's the same type of tools. We want to find them on Google, People, Facebook, LinkedIn, etc. So if I click LinkedIn, you can see it took us right to that person. We can click their name and read about them and potentially message them if we chose to. Now, it works the same way in KV Core again. You click Mass or More Actions here towards the right-hand side. You just work your way across the right in this section, More Actions, and look them up here accordingly. Now, when we're speaking to outside content of which you can use for free, which is a really good price, there are a few that I used that were my favorites when I was a professional skip tracer. And of course, we had paid tools that were a little more in depth where they give you your grandma's phone number, but we're not going to talk about that. We're talking about really, really easy methods of which to try to find someone. So you can use white pages. You can go over and put in the person's name, city and state. You can put in their phone number and see if you can find a address and name to match. You can put in reverse address, even an email, and see if there's a matching email associated with a person. It's the same deal on white pages. You can do person, phone, reverse, and even a business search if you'd like. Now, one of my ultra favorites is SearchBug. It's a little limited with its free access because it gives you like 10 free a day, but it is phenomenal. When you go to searchbug.com, you click on Find People here at the top left, and they have actually built in the people search, for name and location. You can also look at, name, middle, last name, city, state, zip for a little more in depth, by address to find an associated name with a specific address. You can drop in a phone number and try to find a matching name and or address, even by email, which is pretty neat. So it's a reverse email finder. And this is brand new. This is find email address, which could be really helpful, sometimes. So you could put in the information of which you may have received on evaluation. And, you could, or your FSBOs or your expires, maybe you have a list from your title company you're working through. But, you can drop that address and name in here and see if you can find a matching email. So there's different ways you can leverage these tools. Now, another really neat one that may come in handy for you as well is going to your assessor's office that's online. I found a lot of really great owner information, which then can lead me to having a name associated with it, and then I can go find a phone number on White Pages or, 411. So there's different ways you can look at searching out this information and then bringing it all together for a more cohesive bulk of information to have available to yourself. Well, I really hope this little quick skip trace class was helpful to you. If you have any questions anytime via K Plus or KV Core, pop down to the bottom right-hand side of your dash to this little blue bubble, chat with support during office hours, or email us anytime. K Plus is support@insiderealestate.com. KV Core is kvcore@insiderealestate.com. Have a great day.